Whenever you're ready, ladies.
Hi, I'm Cassidy.
Hello, I'm Fabienne.
I'm Jennifer.
And I just want to start you guys off with a question. Where do you think my outfit came from?
A thrift store?
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking somebody would say something other than a thrift store, but yes.
Like it though.
My entire outfit actually came from a thrift store, and thrift stores all across southeastern Michigan. Has anybody ever heard of Urban Outfitters? Like, if you guys are not familiar with Urban Outfitters, it's a retail store that targets young adults and teens, and they sell trendy clothes and stuff like that. And as you can see from the slide, a majority of the pieces that I picked out pretty much are similar to my outfit. The only thing is, the total price of that outfit is $156, which is pretty outrageous in my opinion. But my outfit, surprisingly enough, cost about $15 altogether. So I'm here today, well, all three of us here today, to talk about thrift stores. And we're trying to tell you guys, or we're trying to inform you that we want you to shop more at thrift stores, not only for the financial, environmental, and charitable aspects of it, but to open your horizons to different items you wouldn't come across in normal retail stores. So I'm going to first start off with my first point. Thrift stores are perfect places to find like rare or vintage items. Now, I don't know if you guys even know what vintage is, and I just kind of wanted to set the record straight before I start talking about it. But vintage, the definition of it is clothing that's considered to be between 20 and 100 years old, and it represents a certain era throughout like the decades. And it can be it can be used, manufactured, or handmade. So instead of buying knockoff items at department stores that are on trend, thrift stores actually provide the opportunity to find original items that those pieces have been influenced by to begin with. So thrift stores actually can be compared to a treasure hunt. According to Jessie Arlington, she did a speech about thrifting from TED Talks that I researched online, and she's a color-loving designer from Brooklyn, and she's passionate about thrifting as well. And I thought that actually was a good quote to use, because I actually find that thrifting is a treasure hunt. It also can be really fun because you don't exactly know like what you're going to find when you get there. Like, the intention is to just kind of look around and see what you can find, and it's some place where you can find great like attention grabbers. Like, you can find a bold sweater or a funky pair of pants, and you can definitely get attention in a large crowd of people. So even if you aren't a person who is not a lover of vintage and isn't necessarily involved with finding vintage clothes, you can still find them and actually sell them for your profit, your gain. And the one thing that I want to let you guys know, though, is definitely look at the brands, because brands are pretty important. They can increase your value as far as making a profit off of it. And some places that you can definitely sell your vintage clothes to are local stores such as Lost and Found Vintage. It's a place in Royal Oak, Michigan, and also online stores such as eBay or Etsy.com are very good places to sell your vintage or rare items. So my second point that I wanted to make was that fashion is something that tends to repeat itself like constantly, and although it like modernizes as we go through the decades or and towards the future, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's been recycled. And what is the overall concept of fashion itself? Like, fashion really is, according to whatmakesfashion.com, it's anything popular in a given culture at a certain time. And sorry, I gotta fix my slideshow. But it's anything that's popular in a given culture at a time. And art, movies, music, anything like that influences fashion and designers who manufacture those clothes. So trends in fashion are very ongoing and they tend to repeat themselves throughout the decades. For example, this woman right here, she's from the 60s and she's wearing high-waisted pants. I'm wearing high-waisted pants right now and they're actually quite popular. Also, A-line skirts, they were first invented in the 1950s, or the whole silhouette of them, but they're very popular right now as well. The only thing about them now is that they're shortened, of course, but thrift stores definitely are a great place to find these items, and I guarantee that you'll be able to find them. So I recommend going to thrift stores as opposed to retail stores because, I mean, originally thrift stores are the ones that have those pieces as opposed to what retail stores are trying to, get at. And if you're not really, one to, you're still kind of like iffy on wearing used clothes. Like I know some people are just kind of like, health concerns, or not health concerns, just like cleanliness concerns. You can definitely take small steps, like small little baby steps. I recommend just, I don't know, maybe mixing current pieces that you have in your closet that you bought from, I don't know, maybe Forever 21, for example, and mixing it with, a scarf or an interesting piece of jewelry, like maybe like a watch or a bracelet or some interesting belt, mixing and matching new and like old pieces. Or you could definitely try to find boots or shoes, like different kinds of like sneakers or heels, and you'd be surprised. I mean, it's kind of hard to find shoes, of course, but you may come across something that could incorporate your own personal style, and yeah. So I'm gonna move along and give this over to Jennifer, and she's gonna talk about the environmental factors of thrifting as well as the financial concerns about it. So.
Okay, so I'm going to talk to you about the deals that can be found at thrift stores. You can, of course, find great deals on women's fashion at local thrift stores, but one place I found while doing this project was shoprdr.com, which is the website that specializes in designer items that are being sold secondhand. They're all professionally cleaned, and they have great pictures on their website. They have pictures of handbags where they actually take a picture of the inside to show you how clean it is and the outside conditions, like from every angle, which is nice. And most of the ones I looked at looked like they came from a department store. Both of these items here, they're almost $250 cheaper than the actual retail price of the item. Another great place to find deals is on Toys for Kids. Mark Wood, a writer for the St. Petersburg Times, has been finding deals on toys for his kids for years. These are some of the deals that he's found. He got both of these voice changer helmets for $3 a piece, and they retail for $30, so he saved quite a bit of money there. He also got 3 Nerf guns for his whole family to play Nerf guns together for $4, and they retail for $12.99 a piece, so he saved about $35 on that. He does mention to make sure that you clean the toys with Clorox wipes or something before using them, because you don't exactly know what the kid that had it before did with it. So, other items you can find deals on are furniture. I personally found a coffee table for $15 not long ago. That's a nice coffee table that we still use. Housewares, decor, books, electronics, jewelry, kids' clothes. Last summer I went to buy shorts for my son and got 4 pairs of shorts. 2 of them still had tags on them for $12 total, which was a really good deal. Another great reason to shop at resale and thrift stores are environmental factors. The EPA estimates that 13.1 million tons of textile waste was added to landfills in 2010, and that each American throws away more than 68 pounds of clothing every year. And this just accounts for the clothing that we throw away. It doesn't even account for furniture and electronics and books and other things that can be reused. Now I'm going to give it to Fabian.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to give you other reasons to shop at thrift stores, but also to donate. First of all, funds raised go directly back into the community. So it can be housing, homeless services, like emergency shelters or transitional local centers. Of course, for people who are in need, but also sometimes, there are people who are in conflict in their family. They don't know where to go. I'm thinking, for example, as pregnant teens. Also, adult rehabilitation. Some adults who have lost their job, so unemployed, depressed. So sometimes they need a little bit help, which can be a work therapy, also a group or individual counseling. Also, sometimes just spiritual help. Elderly services, so you help them as well by buying stuff in thrift stores. We have more and more seniors, and sometimes they are struggling with money. So here is a possibility for them to have residential and also a senior camp, sometimes simple as a hot meal also. Youth camps. Thousands of children are living in a family with very low income and they can't afford a vacation. So it's a great opportunity for them to have fresh air activities, friends as well. And it's not only vacation. Sometimes, and very often, they know how to become responsible adults and mature. So you feel good because you shop at thrift stores, you make a donation, but do you know as well that your donation can be tax deductible? You need to donate cash or property for that. You need to donate to a qualified organization. That's very important. Qualified organization is, for example, Salvation Army, because if you give to a foreign organization, it doesn't work. You have to ask for a receipt. You put the date and the amount of your donation. And you have to itemize your deduction. Seems to be complicated, but I just show you. That is the form 1040. And here, you just have a look at this part, gifts to charity, and you just put the amount here at this place. So maybe you are thinking, what sort of items can I donate? So there are plenty. Clothing, shoes, dishes like plate, bowls, appliance, dishwasher, fridge, furniture, a table, a chair, computer. Sometimes we want to change our computer, but our old one is still working, so why not to give it to thrift stores? Books, toys. As a mom, I know that we have plenty of toys at home, and sometimes children don't use it, and some of them are almost new, so why not to give it? And why not a car? So schedule a charity donation pickup. You just have to do that. And it's very fast. You put your stuff in front of your Porsche in a big bag, and they come to pick it up in 24 hours. It's free. Just what you have to go, you can go to their website and you schedule an appointment. That's it. Or if you want, you can give a call too. Here is a list of the most popular pickup charities. So I'm sure you know them: Salvation Army, Vietnam veterans, Goodwill. So I just gave 3 examples, but there are a lot.
Okay, so why not give thrifting a chance? You can save a lot of money. You can find unique items. You can help the environment. Give back to your community. And at the very least, you can make sure that you donate your unwanted items to people that might need them or want them. What we're asking you to do today is, we had a very broad range of people in our survey, like some people that never shopped at thrift stores and some people that shopped at them quite often. So what we're asking is maybe just expand your own personal horizons a little bit as to what you buy at thrift stores. So for example, if you currently buy books and electronics there, consider looking at jewelry or something different. If you never go there, maybe just go check one out. Give it a chance.
Yeah.
And Fabian will pass around.
Yes.
We have a list of thrift stores in the area. There's a lot more than are on there, so if you Google search it, you can probably find some more, but it's a starting point. Thank you.